Okay, in this video I'm going to be replacing a Stagea RS4 map light and the center lights with LED sets. So all you need is a small flathead screwdriver, and you'll note that on the front on the map lights there's there we go, a couple of wedges where you can just put your screwdriver in and just pry it off. So I've already done that, and so it clips in with just clips towards the back, and then you'll see that it uses BA9S type sockets, which are rated at as you can see here, 12 volts 8 watts. There's a guard as well that you'll need to remove, which is just held together by a single tiny Phillips head. I've actually undone it with a flathead anyway. The tiny one that I have here fits in unless you unscrew it. And I've already undone it, so I'm just going to finish it off by hand. And that guard will come off. And then you have access to the actual light bulbs to remove them. So I don't actually have the LEDs on me yet, but yeah, they're definitely BA9S. So it's B for Bravo, A for Alpha, 9, S for Sierra type sockets, and those you just simply pry that backwards, and the bulb you can just extract it. Alright, so now the center one, same deal. This one doesn't have any pry holes like the map lights do, but with the same screwdriver, all you gotta do first off is turn off the center console light, put it in the off position, and you can actually pry it off from the front, just underneath where the lever is. So you just pry it off on this side. You'll see that clip pop out. Do the same thing for the other side. You might need to turn it on to the on position to get to it. Do the same thing, and that'll pop out, and then you just pry it from the front back and it comes off. Now that one, the center one, uses what is called a Festoon. That's F for Fox, E for Echo, S for Sam, T for Tango, and then Oscar, N for November. So Festoon is a type of socket that is. And that literally you can just grab it and yank it out, put the new one in, and away you go. LEDs on them you can get on eBay for about $2 each. So $2 for the front, $2 for the center, and away you go. So I'm gonna order those, and once they come in, I'll just replace them. You can get them in different sizes, so you want to make sure you get the one that's the biggest you can get for the particular size of the opening that you have to work with. It's the same thing for most vehicles. Most vehicles use a Festoon type connection. But yeah, just make sure you get the dimensions of this correctly, so that way it's not too big and it can't fit over it properly, because then you won't be able to close it off and make it look back the way it used to. So yeah, I'll get some small ones that'll fit right here, and then those you'll be done, and away you go. That'll just work as per normal. That's it. Okay, so I'm replacing the BA9S bulbs on the Stagea with LEDs. These are held together like a bayonet style connector. I'm just gonna see if I can get this in focus. And what you do is you pull back on that lever there, push these backwards, and you can see the bayonet come off the side, just there. And then you turn it one side. You can see the bayonet there, and then it comes off. Okay, and I ordered a 24 SMD LEDs from eBay. And these came with the different adapters, and I put the BA9S plug at the end of it. And you just plug them in together, just match the wire colors. So I'm going to slot that in now and see if that works. Okay, so I was just trying to slot in the bulb and it didn't work. And the reason why it didn't work, if you have a look at this side, when I took out the bulb before, I had to bend this back, which is the bit on the end where it makes contact with the bottom of the bulb. So with this one, I've bent it all the way forward because these guys fit kind of loose But when you do that, that should slot in and stay put quite comfortably. So I'm just going to see if I can do it on the camera. There it is. Okay, so that's been slotted in. And this thing's extremely bright, so I'm not going to shine it towards the camera directly. Yeah, it's ridiculously bright. So I'm going to do the same thing for the other side, and I'm going to mount it in here. I'm just going to see the fitment. It's pretty good. So again, this is the 24 SMD one. It's kind of loose in there still, so I'll tighten that up in the slot. But yeah, it'll definitely work. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so that's both of them fitted in. I just tucked the wires all behind there. And again, these are the 24 SMD BA9S kind of connectors. And they're bright as balls. There's one of them alone will light up the entire front. But with both of them on, it's ridiculously bright, as you can see there. So I'm going to fit the cover back on, which is this guy here. And I'll cover up some of it. And just to put it back the way it was factory with a clip and everything. Okay, I'm going to do the center one now. This one is a Festoon type of connector. And for this one I got a 48 SMD LED. 48 I believe, 48 LED. With the Festoon connector on it. Again, just line up the cables, red with red, black with black. This goes in on itself, so it's pretty easy to... There we go. Pretty easy to fit in the plug. The plug just removes, you just pull on this guy here and the LED or the existing bulb should come out. Make sure you haven't had it on. Mine's kind of hot. It was on a second ago. Just let it fall out. And there's notches in the end, fill in the hole. Just goes together with the hole. I'm going to pause the video. Okay, one thing to note, the red one goes facing towards the passenger side and the black cable goes facing towards the driver's side. For this one, it's keyed that way. And again, that was really bright as well. I have the front ones on, so I'm going to turn them off. And the entire back of the car is lit up. I mean, it's facing that way, but it's pretty damn bright. I mount it up in there and seal it up. Yeah, that's all lit up now. That's the middle one done. That's it.